You're listening to the We Are Libertarians Network. Learn more at wearelibertarians.com.
Welcome to the Boss Hog of Liberty podcast. This is episode number 94 of East Central Indiana's favorite podcast. I'm Jeremiah Morrell. As always, I'm joined by co-host Dakota Davis and Mr. Chase Peyton.
Today's episode features Liam Pineiro.
Oh, I'll check you out, man.
Oh,
check you
yeah.
out. Yeah, getting real Spanish with it. I like
His favorite
it.
restaurant is Los Amigos.
Okay.
He knows what he's doing.
Not a fan of Los Amigos.
Chile Poblano?
El Chile Poblano.
I hear
Taco Bell? No, I'm playing.
I hear they slap people in the face over there.
Yeah. You're going to have to go back
That's
and listen
episode
to
93.
episode 93 for that one. But Liam is here to talk to us about his rising stardom.
Wow.
And in the world of Vine, internet videos, and you do everything
All
online,
things internet, man. All things internet.
He's
You
one of
are
our he's our very first Tide Pod eater on the show. So we're
yeah.
excited.
I'm on the line, man. I can go with the millennials.
Before we started, we were doing this generational thing, and we were talking about whether he's Gen Z or Gen Millennial. I guess we're millennials, not Gen Z or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I guess we'll ask this way: 9/11.
Yeah.
Where were you? What were you doing?
I was in New York.
Explain what your role was in 9/11, Liam.
I was in kindergarten, actually. Y'all gonna make me cry. I hope you're happy. No. I was in kindergarten, and it's actually, I almost just said it's actually funny. It's not funny. What happened was, it was interesting because I was in school, and my mom in New York, from New York, and my
the real
mom
New York,
came
not
to
like
pick
me,
me up.
where it's just the state. You were actually city.
Closer. But my mom came to pick me up, and she was getting her hair done, so she literally came with the foil still in her hair, and she was like, "Give me my damn kids." In the office, picked me up, so my brother and I went home, and I didn't live in the city. I was like 40 minutes away from the city, but you could actually see the smoke in the sky and all that stuff. So it was actually really crazy, but I think that makes me a millennial.
I guess so. Yeah. If you can remember 9/11,
that's the cutoff.
Then you are an
Dakota,
official
can you
millennial.
remember it?
I can.
Never ate a Tide Pod as well, so
You can't,
I just want
though.
to throw that
I
out
can.
there.
Okay. Yeah.
I do.
It's enticing. They look good, but I've never
making
tried
sure.
it.
Yeah, someday maybe from.
I don't remember George W. Bush's.
I like that. Y'all got to do this on here. I saw the y'all did the peppers or whatever. You
Oh
got
my
to do
God,
the
that
Tide
was-
Pod. What's up with that? When's that coming, guys? Huh?
I'll tell you what. The
We
Ghost,
should do a
today,
video
but-
of
the Ghost Pepper Challenge was one of the last things we did in the old studio.
Mm-hmm.
That was horrifying.
That was rough.
The next day, it was another one of those.
The
we
next
did that,
day was the worst part.
we did that before.
I didn't feel it. I didn't get it.
I did.
I
too.
didn't get
my
it next
gosh.
day.
I took Chase's money, and I did too. But I did that before a 5-hour road trip with my wife and my mother-in-law to Nashville, Tennessee.
Not a good idea.
It was.
That's great.
It was rough.
So
Yeah.
it's really that bad. Like,
They're bad.
I didn't think eating it was as bad as I thought it would be, but the next
so
day
really,
was
it's the aftermath is that bad.
aftermath.
I didn't experience anything bad in the aftermath, and
I will
I think
never-
it's because I followed Darren Jacobs' advice and chewed it up really, really well.
So did I.
Like I chewed that thing probably 60 times, where it was like
Really?
it was totally liquid.
I feel like that would make it hotter while you're eating it, but
No,
it might help you.
You're supposed to pop all those veins and get that capsaicin only in your mouth, so that it
your
doesn't hurt your stomach
Your
and
mouth
your
is on
esophagus.
fire, but your stomach's fine. But your butthole the next day, it's just
Not fine.
it's
That
not
wasn't
fine.
that one part wasn't painful, but man, it was the involuntary frequency. We'll put it that way.
I don't
Mine
see
wasn't-
the diarrhea on the.
Welcome to the top
outline.
of the Boss Hog
Show
of Liberty
notes.
podcast.
I don't think I see that on the notes.
Mine wasn't that.
This is improv.
Frequent.
Couple-
it was
yeah,
just,
this is-
it hurt.
We didn't even finish the intro.
A couple weeks ago, we were sitting there with Tom Saunders, the state representative, and here we are talking about what happens after you eat a pepper.
And that's what happens when I come on the show.
And
No,
when
but-
you involve Darren Jacobs in any way, everything goes terribly wrong.
Well, yeah.
All right, so Patreon, we got new stuff. We just
did.
recorded another 15-minute exciting episode. Not BS at all. It's amazing, great content. You'll never find it anywhere else.
It's enlightening.
Yeah.
But the Patreon folks off the wish list, they completed the wish list. We got the mic flags. They are on Fluffy Guffey, if you will zoom in on one of them. Preferably Chase or Liam, because they're far more attractive than Dakota and I.
Take my shirt off.
Oh, if he's taking his shirt off, we got to go over there.
Hold on, folks.
I've joked about this, Liam.
Yeah.
I said maybe a month or two ago, there's this... sometimes it takes me a while to figure this stuff out. Mm-hmm. And there are certain people like Snapchat, where there's like, Snapchat, all of a sudden, the third page of Snapchat's all these people that says, hey, you should follow this person. I'm like, why the hell is this person famous? And they're just famous because they're famous.
Yeah.
And you're one of those. You got this from Vine back in the day.
Thanks to the internet.
You're the first Vinean.
Hey. The app's dead, but I'm not, so I had to find something else to do. So,
you live beyond, and now here you're on the Boss Hog podcast.
We made it, baby.
It's the big time.
This is my first podcast.
Really?
Yes, this is my first podcast ever.
Now, that is unfair. Why do the Espresso guys 50 episodes in over there and they can't find a spot for you?
We're trying to figure out...
What the hell,
We're trying to figure out the approach. Ben and I are talking today about a video we want to make together, actually. Did you guys see that... Well, I shouldn't say we're talking about it. We literally messaged like twice about it while I was on the way here. Don't text and drive. I was at a red light. But...
lots of red lights for you.
Yeah, lots of red lights.
Have you been to that Spice on Red Light District? Man, the girls...
Spiceland. That's where Guy Fieri lives. No, I'm playing. But the video he made when he was acting like a teacher or whatever.
Yeah.
So I made a video.
You did that today a little bit.
I did
was
a video
it the same classroom?
No.
Mr. Ooey Pooey?
I told him we should be Mr. Pizza and Mr. Pinata, and we should be the teachers of the year, and we should make a video about that. But yeah, Ben and I go back to the Barstool days, so we're very similar in the sense that we're both complete jackasses, and we don't mind putting that on video. So
and that's probably what put you on my radar, was that you won his some stupid contest he had, the flip switch or the light switch challenge.
Yeah.
So you were making those videos, and I was paying marginal attention. And I was like, hey, I'll follow
I respect
Liam.
it. Hey,
and then that got you on the radar, and that was your big break.
That's honestly why I do things like that. Well, the free shoes were cool, too. Shout out to you, Ben. Thank you.
Free shoes?
Yeah, they won a free pair of Nike
Son
IDs.
of a bitch.
$140 shoes.
Nice.
But yeah. So he was like, yeah, if you win, you can get whatever pair you want on the website, design them, send me the design, and I'll buy them for you. But I think he has a Nike plug. I don't think he's very charitable. I think he has a Nike plug. But so I luckily won the contest, which was really cool. And I got a fresh pair of kicks that I'm not wearing right now. I'm going with the classic Converse, but not wearing those. But yeah, I won that. So that's why I do stuff like that, though, because you never know who's going to see it. And if I didn't do that, I might not be here. And
that's
what
right.
the hell would I be doing if I wasn't here?
And you never know who's listening next, right?
Exactly.
You never know. One thing leads to another. You never know what the big break is.
I'm always happy to whore myself out. So can I say whore?
Well, we call ourselves PG-18. So
You can say fuck
basically,
if you want.
Hey, hold on.
Zing!
Yo.
That's every time Chase is on, he makes me hit that explicit
We're
button.
X-rated now.
Yep. Susan Bell just yelled at Rex and said, you can't listen to those boys. My mother-in-law's watching. My mom's going to send me a curt message tomorrow, Chase. You've upset every boomer that listens to this damn show.
You need to get the beep.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be
Do
legit.
you think
gotta be
Chris
really
over
good.
here is going to know how to run a...
Chris gonna be asleep.
Put that in the wish list.
We have a mute button. Chris, you just got to keep your finger on that for Chase.
Yeah,
Chase,
that way-
Chase
that
tried
way
to
you
say
mute-
something.
Keep your trigger finger ready.
Oh, he missed him. He missed him.
It's been removed.
So is mine really gone?
Yeah.
Damn, I missed it.
It was a Twitter-owned app, and they killed it, I think, 2 years ago, man.
It was a great app.
I
though.
know. I'm like, what the hell? Now there's one called TikTok. Yeah, I think
TikTok-
it's trying to do the same thing.
TikTok sucks.
Low key, we want Vine back. No, but it's like
Yeah.
I think they're trying to do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie, I have one. I made a single video. I made it so I could follow my friend who asked if I could follow her because she's trying to break out on it. And I was like, I understand the hustle. Yeah, I'll help you out. So I made a video so I could follow her. But yeah, I haven't really tried it. But yeah, Vine literally is what got me started in embracing the community of video creators and enjoying the process of making videos and creativity in general and entertainment in general and things like that. I always messed around on YouTube and stuff, but once I actually started getting traction on Vine, I was like, damn, this is kind of cool. And once I saw people taking off on Vine and making a living and stuff like that, I was like, all right, damn, you can do this really. With social media in general these days, it's crazy.
So what we've done a different approach to it. We've got the lazy approach. Mm-hmm. We do long form. We don't edit anything. We're like Spangle and We Are Libertarians, our syndicator, where we turn the camera on and we just chat for an hour and a half.
I'm starting to fall in love with podcasts. I never listened to any until I saw Espresso, and then so I listened to that, and now I've watched your guys' videos on YouTube, and I watched one with some of my friends in Indy at 120 Media. So it's I'm getting around now.
It's surprising the little podcast scene that's come
Yeah.
about in Indiana,
It's
Central
cool.
Indiana. And this one, thankfully, to our Patreon people, it's supported, and we've come a long way, baby.
Look at the new dudes.
I know.
Hey!
You got the sign, the backboard. Can you believe that we found this? This is just
brick by brick.
Henry County, Indiana, man. The things you can find for nothing a month.
Tell you what.
It's a miracle. But yeah, so you're going big time in Indiana. Is it? Do you think that you can actually make a career here, or do you think you're going to have to go to L.A. or New York or somewhere to go to the highest level?
Yeah.
Unless you can be McAfee and go be the next punter after Rigoberto.
That's
for
exactly
the
what I was just
Colts.
going to say. I was going to say, unless it's like in sports, I do think that there's opportunity for everyone depending on like what field you're in. Like YouTube, there's so many little subcultures on YouTube. There's ASMR. Hey, and then there's
I have
like
literally no idea what that is.
it's
You
like
don't know?
you'd
I know.
you
Yeah.
could be more articulate explaining it than I would. I'm sure.
It's basically just like I don't want to say fetish because it makes it sound sexual.
Well,
But
Liam,
it's
we're in the
not.
Bible
Yeah,
Belt, and you
hold
can't do that
on.
here.
I don't watch. I'm just saying an example.
No, it's like satisfying videos. If I can't explain it very
Like,
well, but it's
It's
basically
where they cut soap. Is
yes,
that-
It's sort of,
yes,
yeah.
Okay.
exactly.
It's supposed to be
It's
like very
I like
stimulating.
those videos.
Stimulating.
They're calming.
They like
right?
scratch the microphone and they like whisper. And it's supposed to be like really.
Yeah. Or one of the big ones that's taken off right now is them using ceramic knives to cut kinetic sand.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've
so I
seen
have
that.
seen some of these videos on Facebook where
Yeah.
they take a shredder, some industrial shredder, and just start throwing bowling balls and other things into it and
That-
seeing how long they get.
and
there.
That
you go.
doesn't
Crushers
seem
and
relaxing.
I'm gonna let it. But like with that being said, it's like you literally never know what's going to catch on, and
Right.
so I mean, like if you're lucky enough to land in one of those areas and you can make money doing that, then I don't see a reason why you can't wherever you are, because some things don't require you to leave your house.
Right.
I mean, like some things you could just do in your room. So I mean, really, you could take off anywhere. And so I think if that's the case, then yeah.
What part of your parents' house do you do your stuff from?
The basement. The garage, actually, 100% is where my corkboard wall is, in the garage. Shout out to you. That's where I'm at.
Shout out to garage. Steve Jobs started in the garage.
No, but the thing is, I'm always going to film here because my backdrop, I can't take that anywhere. I'm not taking it down. Like, that's not happening. I will come back to the house and film here when I'm 90 years old. But yeah, so it's actually really cool because my backdrop is comprised of different things that people from all around the world have sent me. I just tack it up on my corkboard, and that's my backdrop. And so, like,
What kind of stuff do you put up?
well, it started with one corkboard on one side of my wall, and I was like, this is cool. I'm going to put things that I find in my day-to-day life on here. So I'd put things like plane tickets, like receipts from like a cool place,
A
like
half-eaten hot dog you found on the road.
low-key, yeah, like roadkill. No, even
Got some life left in
and
it.
so, like, I would film in front of that, and everybody was like, yo, what's behind you? And I would explain that, and they'd be like, that's really cool. If I send you something, will you put it on there so I can see it when I watch your videos? I was like, yeah, for sure. And so many people did it that I had to make a whole new wall. So I started from one wall, which was like my short wall when you walk in, to the longest wall in the room, and it filled up in like 3 months, which I'm very thankful for, and it was really cool.
In our old studio, we used to have a lot of political guest signs. We still do, but we would ask them to bring one of their campaign yard signs because
Right.
everybody had a yard sign. If you're running for township board or governor, you have a yard sign. So I think they're still up above. They're just not on display.
I saw it on the way in, yeah.
But we have those are the political ones for my campaign and some others. We got probably 40 yard signs, and we decorated the old studio, and it was really neat because every guest that came in, they all had their signs up
Right.
in there. So it was a cool backdrop.
Yeah.
But here we're still working with the brick, and
I like
we're
this.
I
filling
like
it
the
in.
brick. I really like
It's the industrial feel.
Yeah.
The only thing we're
studio.
missing is Steve Horowitz's cake poster
Yes.
right there.
I like the
We
urban
promised
vibe.
him that we'd put it up in
Yeah.
the background.
You know, you owe that to Steve.
I
Don't
do.
you want Steve to come back?
Yeah. Well,
Steve is a first-class educator at Ball State. He's
chirp.
the meat
Chirp,
lovers, distinguished meat lovers professor. He used to be the Papa John's John Schottner, but then they took it away, so now he's the meat lovers.
Why?
What?
Because of the N-word, man.
What
Wow.
N-word?
Don't you remember this?
The scandal, bro.
He
what
said
N-word? There's an N-word?
he said Napoleon Dynamite.
There's a lot of 'em.
and it cost him it cost John his
He
career.
said Napoleon Dynamite. One of those, yeah.
Yeah. Christy's calling you out. Brantley and Christy are having this chat in the chat
What's
about
she saying?
what moment, what did you do, and Christy's letting him know that you said the F word.
Brantley, don't listen to her.
We would like to
You know
apologize.
she's a liar.
Keep your finger on that mute button, Chris.
He's going to do it again.
Keep it ready, bud.
So
I
Liam,
never say.
we checked our demographics, Chase, and basically the reason we invited Liam on is we've never had any sort of a Hispanic or somebody with a tilde in their name. And
Are you Hispanic?
Pineiro.
I thought you were Italian.
I'm half Spanish, half Italian.
Pick one. You can't have both.
Hey, what are you gonna do, huh? But,
He has fajitas on his pizza.
yeah, I mean, I sleep with a tortilla on my face. I mean, that's what I do. No, but my dad is Spanish. My dad literally raised in Puerto Rico, and my mom's mom straight out of Italy. So I mean, that's me.
Is she the one you've made famous?
Yeah. And my grandma.
Yes.
Yeah. She's straight out of Italy.
So your grandmother is you've got a video. We'll talk about this now. You're trying to get on MTV. This is the reason we made Chase come. Your goal in life,
yes.
at this point,
Yes.
your career goal, typical Tide Pod eater. you want to be
Bring
the
it in.
co-host. You want to be the number 2 banana
Yes.
on the Catfished TV show.
Number 2 banana.
TV show. Yeah, I guess you could put it that way.
Second banana.
All right, so me and Chase and our mutual friend Kyle used to go over to Kyle's
Yeah.
house and watch Catfish, like just binge watch it.
Yeah.
It's actually a really good show.
Thank you.
I like it. I like it.
It's one of the few dignified shows on MTV. That still has a few redeeming qualities, which is I guess you could say atypical for a lot of the shows.
It's one of those that you wouldn't start watching on purpose.
Yeah,
it's
like you
not
just
one that
stumble
you
upon it.
pick on purpose. You just like
It's
you
like
come across it on MTV and you're like,
if you had to rank them, it's like Jersey Shore,
GTL, baby.
Catfish, and then 16 and pregnant.
Oh, I like that. Big jump. Big
What about
jump.
my Sweet 16?
That's how we are with the variety. Yeah.
So in your application video, I don't know if they were in take application.
They
videos.
were not,
You
no.
invented this position,
Yes.
and you said you've done a hell of a job
Thank
getting
you very
noticed
much.
and
Thank
working
you.
on this. But you did a callback video, and you said, "Look, I'll sell anybody out. Look what I did to my grandma." So your 97-year-old Italian grandmother,
FBI, full-blood Italian. She's 86.
86.
And she okay, so she messes. I almost said F's with me, but I reined it back. a
Yeah,
little bit.
Chase already took our one.
She
You can't
messes with
have
me.
the F-bomb.
all the time. Like from the time she moved in with us 10 years ago. She came out here for knee surgery, and she was like, "Damn, this is kind of lit. I'm going to stay here. I'm not going back to New York." That's literally what happened.
She fell in love with the Pizza King pizza, obviously.
It was the pizza that did it. Yeah, for sure. It was Italian food selection here in Indy.
we have Bravos.
Tell you what, we got Bravos, we got damn Buca. Buca's actually fire,
It's
but
very good.
yeah, but she like sew the fly up on my boxer. She'll take them straight up off the dryer.
Will she let you take them off first, or will she just do it while she's standing there?
They're like when I take them out, I'll leave them on the dryer, and she'll sew them up. She'll sew my pant legs up, like just small crap like that. So I was like, damn, I'm gonna mess with her a little bit to get her back. So I did the water bottle trick.
Oh, wait, she's not doing it to be helpful. She's just
She's messing
sewing
with me.
your fly
Yeah,
shop.
she's a prankster. That's where I get it.
I thought she was being helpful and she's doing repairs. No, she's just
no. That's what like my fly, like where you know,
Yeah.
or like the pant leg. And so
You
like,
use the fly?
yeah, no, I don't. But I mean, like I know because I can feel the string coming in on my.
What is wrong with you?
We've
guys?
had this conversation before. Dakota uses the fly.
No, dude, I don't use
you
the fly.
really?
No,
Yes,
dude,
he's the one guy.
I take my whole pants. At
Oh,
one
yeah.
point.
You just got to lay him down.
I take my shirt off.
I've seen you in the airport. Yeah,
Hey,
you do
man.
the pull Costanza.
Hey,
You just yeah.
Probably like 17 months ago, we had a poll on the Boss Hog of Liberty page that said, "Do you use the?" It was before Facebook had polls.
Yeah, it was just a straight up question.
No, we had to go to a third-party website to make the poll.
I gotta turn my camera off. Hold on.
Liam's
I walked in on a coworker yesterday at the urinal with his pants around his ankles. I don't know what he was doing, but I walked in. We made eye contact. I've never looked at him the same way.
Nah, dude. Now you've seen all of them.
It's just it was awkward.
There's nothing else to discover.
No.
Hello, Bill and Mr. Johnson. How are you doing?
Leave nothing to the imagination.
Guffey, you use the fly or not?
Definitely not.
Does anybody in the army use the flyer?
Not a fly guy.
No, actually,
Did you
When I
did you
was
look?
no, not at all.
How do you know? No, I'm playing.
I'm trying to think.
How do I answer this? Yeah. I feel like I could get roasted no matter what I say. Oh, well,
I actually went
So
commando
you-
when I was overseas.
Every
so-
time you go pee, you have to undo your belt, unbutton your pants, unzip the fly, and then go pee. For me, I just unzip the fly.
Yeah, but then you got to go digging around.
Bro, and if you get a bad angle, that hurts because you know what's happening.
That's what your underwear for.
Low
Liam.
key, but okay. Yeah, but a lot of mine, if you get like the compression kind, there isn't even a fly, so
That's
you don't
true.
even have the option.
Yeah, I wear those a lot. But
even
I
if
still
I do,
use a
yeah.
fly, and I just like
That's
I
weird.
down
respect
on
it.
the inside.
That's weird.
Dakota's over there making his own fly. He's slicing up every pair
Dakota's
that
the
doesn't
one
have
guy.
it.
We have to. Those poor women have to sew these things together
They're
in,
keeping the
in
seamstresses
Indonesia or
busy,
Bangladesh or something because Dakota uses the
For
fly.
me. And I appreciate it.
All right. Anyway, so we were talking about your grandmother before we get to underwear talk on the Boss Hog of Liberty.
It all
So,
connects, though.
so she's a prankster.
Yeah.
She sews up your pant legs. She screws with your underwear. So you said, "I'm going to get you back, Grandma."
Yep. And so I did the little water bottle trick on her, which I'm not sure if you guys are familiar.
Yes.
Yeah, so you put a coin in and you say, "Hey, it's on heads. I'm going to put a little towel over this. I'm going to say the magic words, and when I take the towel off, it's going to be on tails." Obviously, it's in a full water bottle. And then so you put it over, you say the magic words, and then you take it off and you go, "Check it out. What side's facing up?" Or when they go to check it out,
When
you
their
squeeze
eye
the
goes
bottle.
over it?
Yeah, you squeeze the bottle
And you took it to the next level because you had
much.
somebody ahead of her.
so much.
And you did it, and then, oh yeah, it's a tail. And then she sits down thinking she's just getting her turn.
We were all conspiring. Yeah, it was jacked up. And I think it was justified. I stand by that. But yeah, so
that
people
was
who
in-
don't
that was
know
in
the
your
context-
application video.
Yeah, that was in the little callback because, to be honest, when I sent my first application in, I expected to get absolutely shredded. Absolutely, because every show has like a cult following. It's been on the air for a while. It's a successful show. People become invested in the people on there, and they don't like change. Most people don't. So like, I figured I was going to get destroyed. I would say a good 95% of the feedback, and there was a lot, was overwhelmingly positive, which I appreciated very much. But like the main criticism I got was like, I don't know if he'll be able to be the bad cop. You know what I mean? So I was like, I want people to know that I could be a dick. So I was like, I'll put this video in. What a better way than to show the evidence. So that's why I put that in there. It wasn't just to flex on squirting my grandma with a water bottle.
So-
yeah.
So the show has responded. You've had some conversations,
Yes.
and you don't know if there's a co-hosting opportunity.
Yeah.
But maybe you've invented some sort of position.
I'm in the DMs with Neve currently. We've been going back and forth for a while. What happened was, because the real timeline is, I saw that Max, the other co-host, was leaving, and I was like, damn, that would be a really cool job. And I've literally said, watching with the show with people before, I was like, these guys got it made. They travel around. They help people out. They got their own successful TV show. I was like, this is dope. And so I was like, I'll whore myself out a little bit. So I was like, I'm gonna ask if I can do it. I don't see an application, but I'm gonna make one. So I made the video, and I was like, hey, I'm here. I'll help if you want. And so it literally got 500,000 views across all social media.
That's
in like,
unreal.
Yeah, in like a week. And I was like,
They retweeted
damn.
it, right?
Yeah.
They replied.
And 2 hours after I posted it, he quote tweeted it and said, "What do you guys think?" And so that really got the views up
That's
because he's got
pretty cool.
millions of followers. You know what I mean? So like that really got the views up, and that really got the feedback going. And to my surprise, people were like, "Dude, this guy's hilarious. This guy's cool." I was like, "Wow, thank you!" Like I was responding. I was like, "Thank you so much." I was expecting to get destroyed, so this is great.
And after all that, this is the first podcast you've been invited on.
Yes, sir.
That is shameful podcast community.
I'm telling you what. Where you at? Where you at? I'm trying to be on the airwaves.
Listen,
man.
podcast Indy, I'm very disappointed in you.
It's all downhill from here, though.
You've let Liam down.
There we are. And now I'm leaving. No. And my last podcast.
What is wrong with grape juice in the morning for not
Tell
having
you
on?
what?
I think you should dye your hair gray.
You think?
I'm
this
so-
is
Hang
Hang
I'm
on,
so
he's
used
got
to
the
Max.
Let
He's
me
got
tell
the
you.
Carhartt beanie
Let
on.
me
We don't
tell
know
you-
what's under
let
there.
me tell you what. I bought gray hairspray because
Oh,
for my.
snap.
So I made 2 videos because after the first one, I didn't hear anything back like much. Like the show retweeted it, Neve quote tweeted it and retweeted it, but I didn't actually hear anything. And so I just waited and waited and waited, and the feedback was pouring in, and it made me feel like I had to do something. So I was like, make another video. So I made the other video, which was the one with the clone thing, which
Yep.
took forever.
Oh my god! So that video, we don't edit video at all because it's horrifying.
Yeah.
And you sat there and did the the camera tricks from the '80s where you're talking to yourself,
That was an experience. Yeah.
frame by frame,
Oh my
removing
God.
yourself
And you can't.
and matching up the audio.
Yep, matching up the audio. Can't move the camera. You have to have everything
Nope.
in sync, the timing right. I had to remember the conversation with myself. That was a real pain in the ass, but it was cool because that was the video that really pushed me over the top because that's what got Neve to actually DM me. And when
Yeah.
he DM'd me, he was like, "Hey man, Great video. Really enjoyed it. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the co-host, but definitely want to meet up and make a video with you regardless. And I'd love to have you help me with some Catfish online content. And I was like, all right, dope. And so we've kind of been going back and forth about some different things, where he's at, because he's, of course, traveling around a lot. But actually, the last thing that's been said was he's going to be in New York City for the next couple of weeks, and I think that's where we're going to meet up. So I'll probably just go back and stay with some fam, visit the fam, and make that happen if I can.
That's awesome.
Fully endorse forced friendship, and that is
telling you,
the best example of forced friendship I've heard in a long time.
We're gonna be best friends, man. We're gonna be like
I hated this guy at first. He kept
he
sticking
made me
around.
like him. Yeah,
I made Chase come hang out with me for the Super Bowl last year. My dog peed on him, and we've been
that's good
we've
incentive,
been
though.
doing
I don't
all
blame
right.
you.
We're gonna watch the Colts win on Saturday
Let's go.
Possibly.
in
Let's
Chicago.
go.
I like the Texans though.
Oh fuck you!
Piece of shit. No, I'm playing. 2 F-bombs, by the way.
That's
two
probably the first
F-bombs.
one I've had on the show in a long time.
Oh, I bring it
Long
out.
time.
No, I'm playing. Chase brings it out.
It's
Yeah.
Chase.
It's Chase. Chase
And
is
whatever's in
definitely
that
the
flask.
Listen, it's water.
I'm rooting for you though, man. I've loved MTV for a
problem.
long time.
Chase,
No, I
I need you.
appreciate
Wow,
it,
way to
man.
just
I appreciate
way
it.
to
dude.
just jump in right while Chase was in the middle of a sentence,
Hey,
man.
hey, watch this.
But I'm rooting for you. Go
ahead, Chase.
I want to watch.
Go ahead, I got you.
Thank you. I want to watch TV, and I want to go. I want to say, hey, you know what? You know what, son? I met that guy one time.
My man.
That's right. Yes.
We talked, and I fist bumped him. you
Right
know?
on, dude. Yeah. No, I appreciate it.
And
dude.
he signed my boob.
Let's go. It's after the show. You got to
He'll
get the
sign-
premium account to watch that.
He'll
Premium
sign your
account.
ass for the. Listen, 2 weeks ago, Christmas Eve, we wasted Chris Guffey's day, and we made him. we made him. We made him Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brawl.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he tapped out 4 times in 6 minutes. So
I
go-
don't blame you. I would too, bro.
Join the Patreon feed, and you can watch that video.
What else are you going to do when you're getting choked out? You know?
I was going to say before y'all get mad at me for trying to talk on my own show.
Damn.
That Dakota over here needs to card the Tide Pod eater because I don't know if he's old enough to drink out of that flask. That's
22.
fine. We'll let it slide. All right.
Am I the youngest guest ever?
You seriously are the youngest guest we've ever had.
No, he's not. Co-host.
Who isn't?
That kid from Purdue.
That weird.
Yeah,
one.
Mason.
Oh, Mason. He's not been on a real show.
That weird one. That's
That's the
terrible.
Christmas
He
episode.
came
Yeah,
on
but
the
it was
Christmas
Patreon
page.
only. Mason was Patreon only. He doesn't count. He's okay, Liam. We'll qualify it. You are the youngest in studio guest ever.
On a
That is
on
the,
a free episode.
on the free episode.
Am I the first show of 2019?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh snap!
I can just
You
leave.
are also
I can just leave.
You are also our first Mexican
Oh!
Indian American.
Mexican.
Orale. No, I'm playing.
I can't tell him he's Red Dot or Feather. Actually, he's the first.
Jesus.
Oh,
Red
man.
Dot. No.
All right, yeah.
Actually, no, Feather. God damn it. No. No,
I think Feather comes with casinos and Red Dot
What are we
just
gonna
comes
do?
with tech support.
What are we going to do?
All right,
Jeremiah's racist. That's why he didn't win his election.
that's the reason. Republicans are far worse than I am. Terrible. I want no wall at all. Okay.
No, you just want the wind farms.
That's right.
That's what I heard.
He's in the pocket of Big Win.
You made me wear that shirt.
Yes. Yes. I made you print a $3 T-shirt that cost you $200.
It was 45.
And all of your friendships. All right. Here we go. Holidays are over.
Uh-huh.
New Year's Eve. We just finished it up. The hangover's over. I want to know from each of you guys what you did, if it matters, if you pay attention to any of the crap on TV, all of these traditions that we have, the watching the stuff New Year's Eve. Do you
I don't
care,
know what any of
do you
the
care
things
that,
you wrote down are.
do you care about the Rose Bowl parade? Do you care about the Rose Bowl? Do you care about the Winter Classic? Did you watch
The only Rose Bowl I know is on State Road 3.
our bowling alley? Do you pay attention to the guys that hell, I don't know. I guess Anderson Cooper was drinking
so I saw
shots
that
on the
on
show
Twitter.
and struggled
Yeah, that was funny.
badly. Do you care about the John Legend's wife talking about her maintenance?
Vaginal steaming.
I saw her smack her face into an
Yeah,
umbrella.
I
That was
saw
pretty
that. That
good.
was
Yeah,
awesome.
That was
the Twitter
great.
clips have been getting me right.
So these are all the Twitter clips. Do you watch any of this? Do you pay attention to it, or is it all just another day off work and we don't care?
We were at the Elks, and all of a sudden we realized that the countdown was happening, but NBC didn't start until 6.
It's the old 6, 5, 4, 3.
And they
It was the Vine. It was for Vine, obviously.
Exactly. Bring
Yeah.
it back. Bring it back.
And they didn't even have the ball drop. They didn't even
What?
have it on the TV.
Bro, that's trash.
They saw John Legend's wife talking about vaginal
No,
steam.
dude.
And all of a sudden they were like,
Chrissy
They
Teigen
were-
is her actual name, by the way. She's
yeah. somebody obviously, they all heard it in their earpieces and they all went like, sex!
bro, dude, come on. No, to be completely honest, I like to consider myself a hardworking young adult, contribute to society. But I'm gonna level with you here, fellas. From December 25th to January 1st, I'm just usually plastered the entire time. No, I'm not working. I don't know what day it is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You don't
Everybody
care.
else is getting drunk, so it's whatever. So I don't watch this, but it's probably because I'm asleep or incoherent in some sort of way. But it's like one thing that I do know is that we kind of did the same thing. My mom, we had a little party at my house actually for New Year's, and she was plastered too. And we started to count down at like 11:50, and we got a bunch of people who were in the living room. We were all like, 10. Now she comes running in. 8, 7. We just started cracking up. She's like, "You asshole!" Back into the kitchen. Probably had another 4 beers and came out at midnight. I'm just kidding, Ma. I love you, but no, sounds good. We really don't do anything this time of the year, to be honest. Especially because most of my family's in New York, so we don't really meet up with anybody. Just friends and stuff like that, you know, just Christmas parties, ugly sweater parties, and get around to that kind of stuff. But it's not really anything set in stone every year.
the day of. I thought we should have done a Boss Hog Christmas countdown or a New Year's countdown and sat in here and done it and had like 9 people watch the fake. We could have had a fake ball drop.
We would have been better than NBC.
That way,
Got
They
the
would've-
extra
as
4
long as-
seconds, put you
yeah.
over the top. Yeah,
We
they would
started
have been
at
on like a
10.
30-second delay with an internet broadcast. But, you know,
I was let down. I'm looking for the Boss Hog New Year's calendar.
and you
Where's
never
that?
know.
Yeah,
Never know.
Right?
That's a great
Chase?
segue. The Patreon people are getting ready to get a postcard, so you
They
might
are.
get a calendar next
Hold
year.
on.
Put a little thong in the.
Some
wish
of
list.
the $50 a month subscribers, they got calendars for 2018.
Hold the phone.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what.
I'll take
Magnet
the photos.
calendars that you
I'll
put
take
on
the
your
photos.
They did get
Next year.
I want to be Mr. July, and I have a pool. That's all I'm saying.
Let's go.
I got the indoor pool, and we can make it happen.
If you
Let's
give
do
me
it.
12 different Speedos, I'll wear them all.
Christy Avery, you can send those to 1102 Race Street, Newcastle, Indiana, 47362. All right.
Dibs on November.
Jeremiah just doxed us.
Oh, okay. if you don't know this, listen, you can send your checks here and your hate mail to Dakota's personal.
Low key.
Chase,
Yes.
what'd you do for New Year's? Do you care? Do you pay any attention at all? Or you just hungover?
I mean, usually I'm drinking and I watch the ball drop.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
Every year. I might check out the Rose Bowl if it's interesting. I didn't watch it this year.
You didn't care to watch the Ohio State University?
No. I heard they won. That was it.
So the Rose Bowl is college football.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
one. So,
serious. I have no idea.
It's usually a pretty big game.
so the Rose Bowl is played in the Rose Bowl Stadium. It's currently the home of the Los Angeles
Yeah.
Rams
I do know about the Rose Bowl
in
stadium.
Pasadena, California. And they have the Tournament of Roses parade, which
fancy.
these floats that are on. So it's usually the morning of New Year's Day when your parents are hungover. They would watch this, and all the floats are made out of roses or some sort of
Sounds
BS
expensive.
plant flowers. And these
hope
colleges
they're non-GMO
build the
flowers.
I hope so. They don't want to
Naturally
poison all those people in the
pollinated.
valley.
Keep that GMO. We don't want it.
So
We
they
don't want
have
it.
they have that early on, and then they have the Rose Bowl, which has traditionally been the Pac-12 champion and the Big Ten champion, but the college football playoff kind of screws with it.
Don't know what Pac-12 is either.
Do you know what the Big Ten is?
I know what
nod,
the Big
bro.
Ten is.
Just
It's-
nod.
Because that's we have the Big Ten around here. I don't know anything about the Pac-12.
It's the Pacific
Okay.
12. So it's the Big Ten of the West.
We just abbreviated it, abbreviated.
That's
an
it.
abbreviation. Yeah.
That's the one. I think the Big 8 has 12, and the Big 12 has 8, and the Big 10 has 12.
Makes sense.
And the SEC and ACC and
PIMP.
And the MAC.
the MAC.
Chirp, chirp, baby.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. The Independents.
No thanks.
Liam, I feel like we should tell you that Dakota has absolutely no idea when it comes to sports whatsoever. He's
picking up.
He is the only one of us that actually played high school football,
I'm
and
sorry.
he has no clue.
I'm sorry, Liam.
You actually played though.
But if you hadn't picked up that I'm not a fan of sports by after through all that, then
I got you, bro. We're all on the same page.
You have no business being on Catfished.
Yeah, right. No, that's it. I'm picking up. Dave, if you're watching, dude, I knew that. I just didn't want to call him out. I knew it.
I make all the Manti Te'o jokes, and he has no clue who Manti Te'o is.
People were actually saying that. They were like, hey, dude, Manti Te'o. I was like, yeah, Notre Dame, Catfish, it all comes back. But, yeah, dude.
Nothing.
I'm trying to make any correlations so I can hit him up and find an excuse to whore myself out.
Make it happen. If anybody happened to grab me another beer out of the beer fridge, that would go well. But don't. But it better not be Guffey because I got a question.
Are your
his
legs
way.
broken?
No, but I'm sitting here 5th week in a row. I'm going to complain about it. See how I'm holding my thumb? If you're watching on the video, I'm holding together the sound cord so I can hear myself.
If you're watching on the video, then one way that you can help us fix that, there on the Amazon wish list, Amazon.com, Boss Hog of Liberty. There's a new headphone amp and
it's a
also
twist off.
New 3.5 millimeter aux cords, and those are what we need to fix Jeremiah's horrible headphone problem.
So I sit here. I'm just going to steal Chase's next time. Is what's going to happen. So anyway, thank you, Chris. Now you can go back to your chair and I'm going to ask you a question. So we talked about Manti Te'o, Notre Dame football, the linebacker, made it to the NFL, played for the Chargers. And
Actually, I think he plays for the Saints.
he did play for the Chargers, though.
But he plays for the Saints now.
He's still in the NFL. Wow.
Yeah, congratulations to him, I guess. He's made a career out of it. Can't find a girlfriend, but damn it, he's got Oh, so you should Google him one day.
Is he the guy from the Head and Shoulders commercials?
That's
the
Troy
other,
Polamalu.
That's the other
Polynesian?
Islander, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Troy Polamalu.
So anyway, he used to be a safety for he was the Bob Sanders of Pittsburgh. Bob Sanders was an Indianapolis Saint.
Hold on.
I was a safety one time in high school, but I'm not fast enough.
Or big enough,
That's a
or strong enough,
tricky job,
or dark enough. All right, so
no, you got to cover a lot of ground as a safety, dude.
Sounds like it.
It's a hard job.
he played for I'll Try Anything High. All right, so
Twice.
Winter Classic is this thing that NBC has invented where they play in on baseball fields, football fields. Mm-hmm. They finally played in Indiana. We had an NHL game in Indiana.
We did.
Category 5 hockey superfan Chris Guffey. Tell me about your experience going to the Winter Classic.
I wish I would have gone. But
I was about to freak out if you actually did. I was like,
no, I was scoping tickets.
You're a season ticket holder to the ice or the Fuel, whatever the hell we call them now.
But,
they're the Blackhawks team. The Blackhawks played in at Notre Dame Stadium.
I know,
brother.
I know.
And you couldn't go.
I have a Blackhawks hat.
What the puck?
Nice.
Thank you. No.
So when Matt Meacham is the like a video coordinator coach for the Blackhawks.
Okay.
Matt is from the same town I'm from in Messina, New York, originally. So
Can you hook me up?
East side? No, I'm playing.
We're Facebook friends. He doesn't know who the hell I am, but we're Facebook friends.
You tried to hook me up with Andrew Smith.
I did. I can hook you up with Andrew Smith, the PA announcer for the Fuel.
I actually almost met him.
I can totally hook you up with him.
Almost.
Matt Meacham, I probably can't. But Matt was, when they won the Cup, he went to the hometown bar in Messina and brought the Stanley Cup, which is pretty cool. So the place I partied, the Stanley Cup has also partied, just on different nights.
The place you partied?
Yeah.
Dakota.
You were 10 when you moved away.
Dakota.
I've gone back to drink.
The Stanley
The only
Cup.
reason.
Yeah. So anyway, I how in the hell did the NHL hockey was played in your state and you couldn't find
It was Notre Dame.
It was at
All the
Notre
way
Dame
up there.
Stadium, South Bend. We built a 4-lane interstate that goes straight there.
I know, it was all the way up there.
And I was going to ask you because the experience for people was not good.
No, it was not.
Well, see, I've actually heard...
They didn't have any beer in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter?
That's so messed up, dude.
That's something I expect from Dakota.
In hockey,
Yeah,
Dakota.
no,
The joke there
I got the
periods.
joke.
is they play 3 periods.
Yes. I got the joke.
All right.
I actually enjoy
Wow.
watching hockey.
I'll be honest. I didn't know that. I got into hockey like
That's all right. There's not much I know about hockey either, but
I got into hockey like 5 years ago, and I followed it. I follow it a little bit. I'll keep up the scores. I root for the Penguins because the guy who got me into hockey is a Penguins fan. I was watching them win one of their championships when they went back to back. And it came down in the third period, and it ended. I had no idea it was going to end.
What the hell?
They were celebrating. I'm like, there's still another period. What are you doing?
Awful excited about winning that third quarter, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't know that.
Quarter.
Yeah, you thought you had a whole...
Yeah, I thought they were still gonna
I got robbed.
do it.
Why'd they call it so early?
It's only 7-0. That's one touchdown. Come on, guys.
Dude. Yeah, Jesus. 7
It's
points
a tight
apart.
game.
7 points apart.
I actually do enjoy hockey.
So
I like watching
hockey.
in
Is
person.
great in person.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
I
amazing.
still don't understand icing or the blue line, but
Okay, icing's very easy. It's when you hit the puck on the other end and there's no players around. And blue line is when all
I don't
the
know blue line.
Okay, so have you ever seen a hockey rink? There's
Yeah.
two blue lines.
Yeah,
and
I know
we've run
it's
out of time
there.
for hockey talk.
Okay, so you have to cross the blue line together as a team. The puck has to actually go
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Never been on ice skates.
first. Yeah.
I've
tried.
always heard it talked about, like whenever they're announcing, and I'm like,
And that's icing. We're going to put 4 people in the penalty box for that terrible tragedy.
Oh.
Nobody knew what happened, but it was icing. Liam, I went to the stadium on a 4-H completion trip.
Stadium.
The stadium up in Carmel.
Never
in
heard of that.
Carmel. It's the
Oh,
ice-
that's where everybody's Instagramming and
yeah,
stuff. Okay,
yeah,
okay,
up in Carmel.
yeah,
the stadium.
where
I like
everybody's
that.
Instagram.
Makes sense.
Liam lives on the Instagram. Once again, the only thing I know about becoming an Instagram celebrity is I'm pretty sure you have to take like 2 physique shirts and take your shirt off every day. I don't know how you're doing in that category, but you gotta Snapchat and Instagram.
That's why he's
yourself
drinking water.
half
Join my
naked
premium.
3 times a
Exactly.
day,
You gotta
and
stay
can watch it.
hydrated. Yeah.
Hey, that's not water. It's vodka.
Low key, that's kind of like it's a thing now. It's like all you gotta do is be attractive, and you can make a living on social media. It's like what the hell?
That's why
Chase, Dakota, we need you on
Liam's-
Instagram now.
Liam's just trying to grow those caterpillar
He left
eyebrows.
Jared-
Bro,
Chris-
literally.
that's it.
Guffey left Jeremiah out of that.
Wait, what?
That was insulting, Jared. Did you not catch that?
Well, the fact that he says I shouldn't have
Oh
anything to do
my
with the Instagram.
gosh.
We don't
No, the
appreciate
fact
it.
that he said to make it famous on Instagram, all you have to do is be attractive. And Chris says, Chase, Dakota, we need to get in on this.
Not me. Not me. I'm behind the scenes.
That's enough of you guy lights, okay?
That's what they want.
Hey, you want to run it for us, Cher?
No.
Run it.
No.
Run
Yes.
it.
Yes, Chase, I think what you're trying to say, you're asking for permission to send me your semi-nudes every day. So that I have to put
buddy.
them on the internet.
Just like
That's what you're
Ashley.
saying.
Yeah. I don't remember what her name was, to be honest.
I
but
thought
there
you said
a
it was
name.
Ashley.
No,
That
literally.
was
though,
just
hold
the
on.
name I threw out
Oh,
there.
okay.
I don't remember what it was. It was, hey, this is...
Ashley.
All I know is
Ashley.
Liam's getting a book of pictures to show off now. I don't know what's coming.
My eyebrows. I've embraced my bushy ass eyebrows. Like so, my
That's
logo. All it is my.
Well,
hair
wait a
and my
minute.
That's a good logo.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Or
What's
an
up?
internet tainer, such as yourself.
Is that you or the guy from American Pie?
Oh no, Andy. What's his name? Jason Biggs or whatever.
No. His dad.
Oh, Eugene Levy.
Eugene Levy,
Jesus
yes.
Christ. Listen.
too
They're
far.
black. They're not gray. No disrespect.
No, but I mean, he's been famous forever.
I embrace it. I was like, hey, it's whatever.
It's good.
You got to jack something up about me.
You gotta go for something.
Hey man,
That's exciting. So you've got keychains made.
Yeah, man. Somebody sent it to me with a 3D printer. I was like, that's lit. And they're like, watch the video how I made it. I was like, cool. So
That is amazing.
I don't know how to use that thing. There's one at IUPUI. I've tried it. Don't know how to do it. But yeah, it's really cool.
You know
People come up with-
Vibbert's joke about IUPUI.
Which one? I've heard a lot of them.
When you go to IUPUI, you know what that means?
What?
You made a lot of bad decisions in high school.
Low key. I wasn't even going to go to college at all. And then I was like, well, I don't know what the hell else I'm going to do. I was like, I'll stall in college. Fuck it. I mean, F it. I'm sorry. But I was like, I'll stall. I'll just see what I'm going to do with my life, which is actually kind of what I did. Normally, when I make a plan, I don't really stick to it very well. That's literally what I did. I've gotten
Nice.
sidetracked, found different opportunities, and I mean, like, so whatever. Now I just stay at IUPUI so I can get the Adobe Creative Cloud for free and I don't have to pay for it.
Listen, Chase's future fiance, his girlfriend, just graduated from Indiana Wesleyan. Great school. Got my degree there about 15 years ago.
It's all right.
10 years ago.
IWU.
But she graduated, so he's not going to have her student account to get the Sunday ticket anymore.
Tell
So,
you.
Liam,
See?
I'm saying
You got to milk that.
a little bit of money coming your way. Maybe Chase and I can borrow your credentials.
Hold the phone. Yeah, I got you with my school email.
You're
and
the best, man.
My school
See,
email.
we got that worked out.
I was going to go back to college.
You were
Just
going to have to
now.
make a big mistake and go to school.
It's nothing. Yeah.
You don't have to do that.
But I would literally stall and like I've taken classes literally called there was a class called Doomsday and Zombie Apocalypse that I took just so I could still technically be a student. And I thought it was going to be like a total BS class and it was going to be the easiest day of my life. Turns out it's to do with like epidemics and infections and in the history of like the plague and shit. I was like, you got to be kidding.
You learned a lot about
I actually
rats,
got to
huh?
work in this class. I hold the phone. But yeah, so college experience is a little bit strange. But you
You're
know,
going for the Burt Kreischer experience of just never graduating, and maybe
Van
someday,
Wilder.
someday,
I'm gonna
someday
be
Van
Van-
Wilder will be made about you.
I'm the new Van Wilder. No, yeah, exactly. But that's the goal. Missed you, bro.
Dakota has disappeared. Hey, you're a co-host of this show. Maybe it'd be helpful if you showed up once in a while.
It's not
and
the
just
same without you, dude.
Wander away with your acorn-sized bladder.
The energy's not the same.
What
dude.
are you doing?
My Google Fit said that since my heart rate was elevated to 130 today for 10 minutes, then I needed to drink more water. So that's what I did.
That's what you did.
When you turn 23, it just goes downhill.
Yeah.
Wait till you turn 35 and your wife has to crack your back every night because nothing works anymore.
She didn't know she was signing up.
She didn't know she was signing up for geriatric time.
Reprogrammed every morning when you turn 35, man.
Just wait
All
until
right.
you're 85 and she's 75.
I'll be dead. Sarah's got a good 30 years of single Sarah at the back end of this lined up. Hopefully, we leave her some money.
No way.
I hope you let her.
She can marry a young guy like Liam.
Hey, we'll keep the podcast going. It's in your memory.
That's right. Yeah, that's all. I hope you can. Hope you don't mind the commute to Henry County.
Jesus, it's nothing.
All right, so Notre Dame screwed up. They did fine with every
They
football
screwed up
game,
a
but they,
bunch this past week, Jared.
Not a good look. Not a good look. How do you do that?
they lost the national championship.
Semifinal.
All right, let's talk about something I know a little bit about.
They got killed, Dakota.
That's why I knew it was a safe time to go pee.
Terrible.
Was because I didn't know what was happening.
He said sports.
We
and
moved on
NFL.
from hockey, and I
basically-
knew a little bit about that.
So basically, well, this is the thing. They hosted this big hockey event every year, New Year's Day. NBC has this made-for-TV show of hosting a big NHL game. So
Yeah,
it's
it takes
been
it
at
back to
Wrigley
the
Field.
classics.
Yeah, it takes it back
It's-
to NBC screwing up.
It's been, at Yankee Stadium.
Wrigley's.
It's been at Buffalo. It's been in all these big cities.
Yeah.
So they hosted it at Notre Dame. Garth Brooks was at Notre Dame. Mason
I had tickets
was here
to
a
that,
couple weeks
too.
ago. And so Notre Dame's had all these cool, big, fancy events, and they ran out of beer and food in the second period.
Yeah, they weren't expecting it, which is crazy because
You don't think 60,000 people want to
it's
eat a hot
hockey
dog?
fans. Hockey fans
Yeah,
like
seriously.
bratwurst and beer. That's it. That's all we need. Bratwurst,
Shameful. I think
And
they were
beer.
too cheap.
Italian sausage.
I think they were
and
too
beer.
cheap, and they
Italian
knew there wasn't
sausage,
another game
baby.
next
The
week.
Italian sausage in Indy
Dude,
at the Fuel Games.
There's one right here, if you know what I mean.
Crazy.
halfway.
Only half an Italian sausage.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
The
what.
rest,
Let's take the
the rest
Boss
is
Hog of Liberty.
huevos ranchero.
Is he gonna say what is it now? What's the Spanish dish? Here we are.
Oh,
Let's take the Boss Hog of Liberty
it's
to
just
fuel.
it's just 2 eggs and a little bit of
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll
There
take our
we
new
go.
mics with the mic flags.
There we go.
Oh, we can interview. We can interview.
Yes.
So
we'll say by the penalty box.
Justin Kelly was talking. I listen. If we have a podcast, if it's not for self-service, I don't know what the hell it is. We need to apply for media credentials to every major sporting event that exists, and go show up. The NFL Combine's coming to town. Boss Hog of Liberty needs
That'd
to
be
be
Didn't
there.
you think about
Indy 500?
applying
We
for
need.
the Indy 500?
Yeah, I was going to say we truly. I'm going to apply again this year, and we need to cover the Indy 500.
Oh, you
could
did.
do that.
You did apply last year.
Yeah, I've been ignored 3 years in a row. But damn it, this year is our year.
happens. You just got to keep at it, dude.
Robin Miller's been on.
flags.
Trust me.
My
Exactly.
my white whale right now. I set a goal every year. Say this is the person we're going to have on. Last year it was
yeah.
Greg Pence, and he disappointed us because he's the vice president's brother, and he wouldn't show up. He wanted to be our congressman, and he is, but he's still not done the
This
show
year it's
yet.
me.
This
Yeah,
year it was Liam Pineiro, Pinata, Panera,
Panera
and
Bread.
Liam's here already. So now it's going to be Alexander Ross.
I
That's
want.
nice. Nice
I
backup.
want. I want Rand Paul to stop in on his way to Kentucky.
Rand Paul.
Rand Paul, the senator.
Slept
Yeah.
on, dude.
Who's Rand
He
Paul?
slept on.
Rand Paul.
And this
Son
is how
O.
we-
Ron Paul.
That's exactly
Now you
right.
know how I feel when you say
And
you
you're
don't know
not
what the
ready
Rose
to
Bowl
talk
is.
politics.
Amen. Amen. Don't sleep on me.
You thought Ben Pizza was going to be a problem, and yet here you are dropping us
Amen.
a Ron Paul
Hey, Ronnie P.
on the Libertarian podcast.
Hey, man. You never know what I might come up with.
All right.
Jeremiah's been talking with a heavy Chicago accent tonight.
Chicago.
You getting ready for tomorrow?
You got to get it ready. Yeah.
You practicing?
I'm ready.
Jared, where are we going to watch this Colts game?
Get a hot dog.
The
Are
Airbnb.
we going to
probably.
the bar? Are we staying in the Airbnb?
It's all a matter of how much money you're willing to spend.
Okay.
Do you want to have the same
He
experience?
just gave me his last $150.
Do you want to have the same experience in the Airbnb with free beer, or do you want to pay $7 a beer?
Yo, wait a minute.
We'll see.
Stay until.
Liam's looking around.
Yo.
Is that fake?
Yeah.
How do you know?
I could have given you that money.
Taxation.
Oh man, we don't have our.
Taxation is theft.
We didn't have our producer in here to zoom in on it.
If you need that for
stinks.
Instagram, you let us know. Take a
Hey,
picture. Put that on the Snapchats. Or you can keep it. I don't care.
Fluffy bomb.
There's more where that came from.
Speaking of taxation,
I'll put it on my corkboard wall.
let's
There you
talk
go.
about people who love to tax us to death.
So that was
Those are the Democrats.
Hold on.
Tax.
What?
Is Rand Paul the younger one or the older one?
Young.
compared to
I
what?
heard him speak at Liberty.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
By the way,
It was okay.
congratulations. Your school is responsible for getting a hometown hero fired.
Yeah, I know.
What in the hell?
Oh,
It was
well.
only a school for a year, Jeremiah.
It wasn't even a year. It was 3 months. It was a semester.
Liberty.
Was
Yeah,
it only a
enough fun.
semester? I thought it was 2
Do you have
semesters.
no
It was one
influence?
semester. No,
You told me about how awesome it was. to be
listen,
able
their
to go
basketball team sucked when I was there. No one went.
Apparently, they're
The only time
freaking
you
giant
went was for the
killers.
free shirts.
Steve Alford is from Newcastle. We love Steve Alford here very much. And unfortunately, Chase's team
R.I.P.
beat UCLA, and Steve has been
R.I.P.
relieved of his duties. I think that these IU, University of Kentucky, and UCLA are ridiculous in their expectations. He won 65% of his games, and they fired him. That is ridiculous. Thanks a lot, Chase.
It's like a D+, dude. I got through high school on D+.
That gets you to IUPUI.
I didn't fight low key. Like, come on, dude.
That's D1. All right, so we are going to talk about we're going to pivot to politics to make Dakota comfortable. Mm-hmm. And we say there,
wildly uncomfortable.
Slate
right now.
Slate.com released a list of potential candidates for the Democrats to go up against Donald Trump. There's a senator from Massachusetts, Elizabeth Warren. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Nice.
She's the lady who had this DNA test that came out, and she was like 1,024.
You mean Pocahontas? No,
That's the girl.
I don't do Trump. I don't do Trump.
1/10/24th Indian or whatever.
Yeah.
And she went Instagram live on New Year's Eve, and she drank a beer and talked about how she wanted to be president or
Real
whatever.
woman of the people.
Hello,
So-
fellow young
Yeah.
people.
It's gonna be lit.
See how cool and hip I am with
hip.
this beer.
I'm gonna shotgun this beer.
Dear husband, do you want a beer? No, I do not.
It's lit, fam.
I am
Vote for
very
me.
relatable.
So immediately, our fearless president is trolling her. I thought it was a fake tweet today, like somebody else pretending to be him, but no, it really
Yeah,
came out
it
of
was
his real
a-
account.
it was a real
I literally double check every time. I'm like, there's no way. I was on Twitter. I'm like, there's no way, and I was like, oh yeah, not
You go back?
surprised.
No, he didn't.
No, not very surprised. Man, whatever.
So he shared the Warren 2020 or 1/2020 1/2020th. Hilarious! It was the kind of shit posting that we would have done at We Are Libertarians, but no, the president did it.
He also, hold on for a minute before we move on
It's
from
your show.
President Trump. Donald Trump also started the year with his very first cabinet meeting by having a poster-sized meme of himself printed out and laid on the table in front of him.
I checked
was-
that too. I was like, there's no way. I just played footsie with somebody. I'm sorry.
It was Donald. It was
Is that
Donald
me all the way over
Trump.
here? How long are your legs, Liam?
Yeah, what you doing after this, bro? No, I'm playing. No, I'm playing.
I'm going home to my wife and my dogs, but we got a spare bedroom.
You hate to see it. No, okay.
Wife.
Yeah, oh yeah. What do you mean, wife? No. We see.
At least I have one.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, he's got. He's
Good
got
for you.
He's got the old school nudes coming through on the daily. We see you over there. No.
So Donald Trump had this meme printed out, and it was a picture of him, and he's walking like very coyly, like he's in an action movie, and it is
At a cabinet meeting.
yeah, and it is
What did Mike
the
Pence get
same
himself into?
font text, which is on our Game of Thrones wall tapestry over there. And it says sanctions are coming instead of what liquor is coming.
100%.
He had it, and it's printed out huge in front of him, sitting in front of him on the table, and like CNN's broadcasting, and you can see it.
Very low
They're
ratings.
trying to cover it up
Third
with
place,
the rolling
yes.
text. It was hilarious.
Stranger Things new season dropping July 3rd. We're gonna get a Stranger
How
Things
great is
poster.
that?
I would imagine.
excited.
We're gonna turn this election upside down. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the damn Stranger Things posters. And shit
Speaking
like
of
that.
speaking
You're
of a
a
great
fake
Netflix,
Hoosier. Can you not be on Stranger Things?
You want to know something? I hoard myself out to them too. I wanted to get myself a spot on that show. I just never heard back. But I didn't tweet that video. I just emailed it to the casting producers. But I went hard on that edit.
Are
That was
you
a
on
good edit.
IMDb yet?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Hey.
Two of us. Hey, look at that. I was in a
Everybody's got
short.
fist bump except you. Let's go.
I was in a short film filmed in my own home,
Oh.
I was in a local production at the Geyer Opera House of Charlotte's Web.
not on the internet.
Ooh.
I was in a short film as well. My friend actually made the IMDb for me, and I was like, "Oh, lit!" He sent it to me. I was like, "Lit." But after that, I was on an episode of Chicago Fire as an extra. I didn't
Yeah.
say anything. I was on a boat I had a fake beer. I had to act like I was yelling, which is so awkward though, because like when I was on, like they said it was one of their biggest extra days ever. There was literally 150 extras, and we were on a boat, and there was supposed to be some dude stuck in a pipe, and the firemen came and pulled him out. So we all had to act like we were yelling, but not actually make any noise. So we were all like that, literally, and like it just looked so stupid. Especially when you have to run it back. They're like, all right, run it back, and it's like, oh hell no! Like I have to go back and face this person that just saw me do this stupid shit again, and I have to do it all over again and act like you're yelling. It's like so stupid, but yeah, that was cool.
It was filmed on location.
Yeah, it was on. It was right next. It was right on Navy Pier. Actually, it was on Navy Pier. Yeah. Well, not on Navy Pier, but you know how there's like the pier right next to Navy? Like you could see Navy Pier. It looked like it was filmed because of the angles on Navy Pier, but it wasn't like on the pier because obviously that would have been a little busy. But that was really cool though. Actually, it was a cool experience. That came from YouTube too. Somebody was like, "Hey, I cast extras on Chicago Fire. You should apply." I was like, "I'm lit." And so
I'm on it.
Oh yeah, so that was cool.
Well, very cool. So, all right, so this is what I wanted to do. These people are starting to come out of the woodwork. So I want to know from this crowd. It's a mixed crowd. Dakota knows what the hell he's talking about. Guffey's an American hero over there, Mr. U.S. Army, so he's got a little bit of a clue.
Salute.
Very little.
Salute.
Very little.
I know. I don't know one name on this list.
Dakota has a little bit of a clue, and Liam knows just a little bit more than Ben Pizza from the Espresso podcast. So we're going to go down the list.
I know.
And you tell us who you know, and if you have a chance, or if we're going to handicap them. All right.
I think.
And I don't care about my opinion. I want to know Chase, Liam, and Fluffy Guffey over there. And Dakota, if you want to weigh in, you tell me. But
Okay.
All right. We're going to start with Liam.
All right.
First one on the list. This list came from Slate, and then I added one more name from the Fox News list.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. He was a United States senator from Delaware.
Yes, sir.
And he served as the vice president under a guy named Barack Obama.
He did.
Do you know anything about him?
I remember him. Yeah, I think
Do you
so.
have any idea about Joe?
From the memes.
White hair,
Yeah,
kind of old.
yeah. Kind of looks like Walter.
He's supposedly running.
He's one of the leaders.
I thought they were supposed to fight behind a barn or something. I didn't know. He was running. No, I know.
Some guys will pick a winner. Is what'll happen. It really has nothing to do with you. But we just play this game.
Okay. So does he have a chance?
Do you guys have a chance? Do you think you know anything? Could you vote for a guy like Joe?
I think he's probably top 2 on this list.
All right.
I think he has more of a chance than Elizabeth Warren. Oh, actually, I didn't see Bernie Sanders. He's in top 2 still, I think, or top 3. I don't know. It's not because I think he's the worst, but
Are we talking about the Democrat primary?
Yeah, this is the Democrat primary.
Okay.
The Republican is going to be different.
Oh shit! I thought we were talking about running for president.
Well, this is Democrats to run for president.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not talking
All right,
about.
we're on the same
Republican
page now.
Okay. Bernie Sanders, if he's alive,
He's alive.
you never know.
He's
with that
still
guy.
around.
Kind of sneaky with it. I think he might live to be 150 at the rate he's going. He's kind of fiery.
He's got that free health care.
He's kind of fiery. Elizabeth Warren,
He's also rich.
I mean, she's Native American. They live forever. She's 100% full-blooded Native American. They live forever. She'll be hanging in there. Beto O'Rourke.
Beto.
Do you know who Beto is at all?
Yeah, Texas, right?
Yeah, he ran against Ted Cruz.
He's a representative from Texas.
He's a congressman now.
Yeah, and he did pretty well, didn't he?
He didn't win, but he raised money.
He did
Right.
relatively well.
He did well for coming out of
no-name.
nowhere, I feel like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris. I've heard her name on the news. Don't tell me the state. She's a senator?
She is a senator. Chase, what state is she from?
Wisconsin.
No.
Dang it.
It's around. Tell me this.
Good guess.
Guffey?
North Dakota.
California.
Tell me this. I think I'll know if you tell me this. Is it close to here?
What's close to you?
To Indy.
Touching the state?
Is it Ohio?
No.
No.
And that's 3.
I like this guy.
All right.
It was close to the state that Chase mentioned earlier. It's a Big Ten state.
Nebraska.
No.
Damn, dude.
It's an old Big Ten state. It's on the Mississippi River.
Dude, it's
fact-
Mississippi. No, I'm playing. I don't.
In fact, the Mississippi River starts there.
Bro, I'm drawing a blank.
Mississippi.
This is gonna piss me off when you say it, though.
All right. If you're watching the chat, the question is...
I can't think of any states.
Kamala
Ohio?
Harris.
Wisconsin.
I can't think of any states right now, dude.
Actually, I'm totally wrong on this. All right. Kamala Harris, she's from California.
Oh, that's not
was
even
so
close.
curious.
It's
I'm
the
like,
other name.
I
It's
just
the other
thought
name
you-
we're going to come to.
I just thought you were pranking him.
No. Amy Klobuchar. Amy Klobuchar. The next to the last name on the list. She's from the state I was mentioning
Skip
earlier.
Cory Booker.
We'll get there.
Cory Booker.
Isn't that like
Amy,
a sports player?
Amy
I've seen
Klobuchar.
Cory Booker around. He's the running back for the Patriots. No, I'm playing.
He'd probably do fine for the Jets.
The Giants.
Amy,
Oh no, they got
Amy
Saquon.
Klobuchar is a senator from Minnesota. She's actually the senior senator.
Minnesota.
Now that Al Franken's been tossed.
In the trash.
Darn.
Do you remember who Al
That's
Franken
true.
was, Chase?
Oh, trust me, I know who Al Franken is. If you knew my grandpa, you'd know I know who Al Franken is.
Chase,
Al Franken.
I think you're lying to me.
No,
I think you're lying.
Guffy, do you know who Al Franken was?
I think so. It's
I do.
You can't whisper things when you're
You
off
Google
camera
it
and
real
not
quick.
talking.
Yes, I can. That's as the producer, I can do what I want.
Damn.
Liam, do you remember who Al
No,
Franken
to be
was?
honest.
You don't know.
No.
oh no,
Only Al I know is Gore.
Dakota,
Al
do
Gore.
you remember Al Franken?
that is
I don't specifically remember him. I like watching him.
So he
but
was
I
he
know
was the
who
United
he
States
is.
Senator. Before that, he was on SNL for like 10 years.
Oh damn.
Oh,
He was a
really?
comic.
I didn't know
Be
that.
surprised I didn't know that. Then
You didn't know that either?
Low key.
Yeah,
So-
he was
No, I didn't know he
legitimately
was on
he
SNL.
was a comedian before he was elected to the United States
I
Senate.
googled the guy. Definitely not the guy I was thinking. I was thinking of Al Sharpton.
Different.
What can you do? You know, couple
kind of-
differences. Couple differences.
What kind of indoctrination did you get at Liberty that you confuse Al Sharpton and Al Franken?
He got his BS and BS, bro. That's what
Man,
it is.
oh man.
I was only there for a month.
It's a blurry
couple
line,
months.
dude.
Jerry
3 months.
Faldwell would have your ass. I'll tell you that right
Damn,
now. No
dude.
wonder you flunked out.
Shit.
All right, so Amy Klobuchar is the senator from Minnesota. You guys don't know who
Got
she
me
is.
on that one,
Have
no.
no clue whatsoever. Kamala Harris. You
No.
guys have no idea.
She's from Carolina.
Listen,
California.
I only didn't
Yes.
know two.
She's pretty much like that Ortiz girl, that young dumb Democrat.
Alexandria Ortiz.
Yeah.
Ortiz.
She's like,
I remember.
Blah, blah,
her.
blah.
She literally took office today.
She's like blah blah blah.
She's like, blah,
She's
blah.
like 28. She's like Liam's age, and
Yeah.
she's
She's
now a
Tide
congresswoman.
Potter. No.
All right, two more names on the list. Cory Booker. He's from New Jersey.
Yeah, know that one.
He's the one that said this is Sparta. This is Sparta.
Yes, this is Sparta.
Screamed it in
I
the
mean-
Senate hearings.
Cory Booker.
He was Cory
a
Booker.
looker.
A lot of people were excited about Cory Booker when we went in on the libertarian side, in our moderate middle side, because he was all about some of the criminal justice reform,
Yeah.
and now he's gone full anti-Trump.
Well, here's the thing about Cory Booker. Whenever he first got in, he was just like any rookie and thought that he would get in and he would try
Bookie.
to really change things for what he believed was the better. And then he realized that
he was optimistic for like 2 years. And
Yeah, and then he realized that trying to be better doesn't get your name in the headlines. So then he just went radical.
Rad.
Now he's in the news a lot. So
Radical, dude.
his plan worked for him.
It did.
So he wants to be president. And then the last name is a
Local.
mayor,
I don't know who this guy is.
Pete Buttigieg.
Hey.
We can't have a guy. We can't have a president with the last name of president, but a guy.
But
I Geig.
Yeah.
So you know
Butt gig.
who Pete is, Liam?
All
right.
We mentioned the place earlier.
Yes, we did. Chase,
Not-
you have no
not
clue
state.
whatsoever. You have no clue whatsoever.
listen, no, I have no idea.
And Guffy, you got any idea?
no.
All right,
I
Chase,
don't
we're
know
going to
who
put you to
this
work.
is.
We're going to put you to work, Chase, and I'm going to have
Okay.
you Google him and look up his Wikipedia and tell me what you find. When you find this guy, tell me what's interesting, what's not interesting. Why do you think he has a chance, and why do you think he does not have a chance?
And how tall is he?
Because he's just a mayor.
Pete Butt.
Pete Butt.
Once again, Chase,
That's going to bring you to a different website, dude.
You're listening to the Boss Hog of Liberty podcast. Jeremiah Morrell,
Oh.
Dakota Davis, Chase Peyton, Liam Pineiro.
Who is
Or
it?
Pineiro.
Who is it, Chase?
Massacre.
He's the
Massacred.
mayor of South Bend, Indiana.
The mayor of South
There
Bend.
he is.
All right, two-term mayor of South Bend, Indiana.
Met him.
Have you really?
Yep.
Pete Butt.
When I was in high school. No, I didn't. I lied about the whole thing. I just want to see what you said.
Hey,
No, I've never met him.
Why not? I've met Mike Pence a
I've
couple
never met
times.
him.
He used to know who
Hey.
I was, and now he doesn't.
Mike.
And now his brother won't return my phone calls. Mike was my congressman. Before he was a congressman, we rode a bus around the whole state of Indiana for a day. Now he doesn't know who I
No, he
am.
doesn't. That's BS, man.
It's just
There's
It's
no
just-
loyalty.
That's
Man,
sad.
I hope you remember me when you're in LA on Catfish. I swear.
Of course.
I got a
come
cousin.
back on.
I
Dude.
got a cousin in Los Feliz. I'm going to show up at your doorstep on your 7th floor, walk up and be like, "Hey, Liam, we're talking."
We're talking. We know
Listen-
each other.
Listen to that
So-
Chicago accent.
He's a friend of mine.
We're talking.
We're talking.
We're all family.
I can't wait to have some Al's beef
The
tomorrow. I'll
Bears.
tell you that right now.
Al's beef is fire. Yeah.
Dub Bears.
That's
All right.
too greasy for me.
What's up, man?
I'm cutting my
That-
beard. So, Pete, did you find any reason why Pete couldn't run?
I didn't look that far into it. I'll be honest. I saw he was from South Bend, and I thought that's what you wanted. So
So, Pete was a.
I just want to please you.
he's like a. I just
tell
wanna
me,
make you
tell me
happy.
what you want, Daddy.
Oh no! This podcast took a bad turn, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it got rough. Thankfully, we're after an hour and 90% of the people quit listening. At this point, it's just my mother-in-law and Dakota's mom, and we're good to go.
Oh no!
All right, so Pete is like a Rhodes Scholar. He travels.
that accent.
We're good to go.
We're good to go.
Hey, we're good to go. Let's get it
It's
popping.
me, the Mario.
But like I said, he's a Rhodes Scholar. What else? What else we got? It's Pete. He's Pete. It's what he is. You know what are you gonna do? You know, forget about it.
It's the show of voices tonight.
Hey, what are you
If
gonna
Dakota
do?
had some voices, we'd use some of his, but instead
what
I'm
are you
just
gonna
going to drift from city to city.
Yeah.
Do you ever sell to people in other states and you have to do their voice to talk to them?
No.
I sell to people in Kentucky all the time, and I transform into a good old boy in no time whatsoever.
I reckon.
You think I'm kidding?
I reckon.
Oh, tell me about the holler down there.
That holler. No, down yonder.
Yeah, you got enough.
Down by the creek.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
know
you
nothing
turn,
about that
you
holler.
turn left at Floyd's Fork, and then you turn right over Old Barren Creek, and you're right there.
Just about there. Just a hop, skip, and a
just
jump.
2 switchbacks, and you're there right there in Pike County.
Switch.
That's the thing about Kentucky and Tennessee and southern places is you don't know if they're giving you directions by landmarks or by actual road names.
Yep. That's true.
Old Oak Stump.
So what do you do wrong? What do you do wrong?
All
Claire?
right, there's nothing wrong. He's a great guy, as far as I can tell. He's a bit of a liberal, which is going to happen. He's done some Facebook Lives. Zuckerberg, it's a big deal. He ran to be the Democrat national chairman and lost. I think he finished second or third a couple years ago.
Ha.
But if he wins, he would be the first gay president.
Ooh.
So
Facts.
that would be a thing.
What did you say?
Did you
Facts.
just,
Facts?
No, yeah, FACCS. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Come
Very
on.
important to
Come on.
enunciate.
Facts. Yes. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. And his last name's Butt. You know what though? To be completely honest, that's literally why I remember, because I saw his name and I thought that's Butt, and then it like literally reminded me when you saw it, when you put it on the list. I was like, I know that guy.
I got that guy,
I was like,
yeah.
some of these I don't know. I got.
Yeah,
that guy.
I got Pete.
My boy
He's the
Pete. It's a
he's
rap.
like- yeah, he's up north.
It's a rap.
All right, couple more things before we wrap up.
I'm a real Hoosier.
Government shut down still. It was shut down last week. We talked with Justin Kelly.
Shut
Said
it down.
it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect you. We're another weekend. Dakota, is it going to matter?
It is going to matter if you want your tax refund on time.
Facts, which we do.
Yeah, we do. Because there was an article in the Wall Street Journal today that said that it's because the IRS is operating with only 1/8 of the manpower that they usually have. They're probably not going to get around to sending out our checks, or our refunded extortion.
So it's just a hostage situation now.
Yes.
They could send you your money back.
So
But they're going to use it to be like, no, you don't get it.
Yeah, well, you know, the old saying of the government being just a legal mafia, it's never been more true now, because now we don't get any of it back.
I'll give you a pair of cement shoes.
But we get the protection.
You're sleeping with the fishes. You don't need no check.
When
You get protect.
You don't need no check where you're going, huh?
Liam, back in your home country of New York,
Yeah.
how do you get involved in the sanitation industry?
Let me tell you something. Wait, what do you mean? Is this an inside joke?
Sanitation, concrete, and labor unions.
I've done all three. Wait, is this like a quote from a movie or something?
No, it's not.
Oh, no, I thought
it's
you guys
an-
were trolling me.
It's
No,
an
it's not.
opportunity
I thought
for
y'all
you
were
to
trolling
make
me.
A racist comment about your homeland to fit the stereotype. If you want to pass it up, we'll move on.
Yeah, y'all want to keep talking smack. I got goons outside. No, I never And luckily, I never had any mob interactions during my time in New York, which is good.
Yeah, I have no idea either. But I got cousins named Donnie and Jimmy. And
Yeah,
Mikey,
yeah,
you know,
Paulie and Vinny and all
yeah.
that. That was two Jersey Shore characters. Oh, no.
T-shirt time.
I'm from New York, and we got an Italian side, too. I know that,
Yeah.
too. I'm very Irish and English, but
Jared.
we have the Italians.
How many gumans you got?
I don't know what that means.
Gumas. It's like a side chick. Jared, it's a side chick. How many gumas you got, huh? You don't tell nobody.
Just Katie. All right, so the government's still shut down. We'll check back next week.
Back to the government.
We'll see. My wife is messaging me. Damn it, people! You see what you've done to me?
Sucks to be popping, dude.
Do I need anything else? No, I don't need. I need some side chicks. Apparently, is what I need,
Gumas. You don't just come out and say side chicks.
so. Yeah, it's very progressive around here.
Yeah, monogamy is a sham. What are we doing here?
All right, couple more final thoughts here, or final things, announcements. Local government, big thing going on. County commissioners, county council, they all took office. We got new. We had an overthrow of the government here locally. Henry County commissioners are moving their meetings. Chris Guffey messaged me the other day. Said the county commissioners, they meet yesterday. I said no, they meet on Wednesdays or Thursdays. And you said no, I think they meet at 4:00.
No, I didn't.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. No, the commissioners met yesterday at 4:00.
And they decided now they're going to meet on Tuesdays, so second and fourth Tuesday here in Henry County. But weirdly, their next meeting is on January 9th, which is a Wednesday. So
It's the government.
What are you
Yeah.
gonna do?
they do what they want. It's the mob there too.
Yup.
Listen, man, Ed Tarantino just took office. That's all I'm
Can't
saying.
get away.
I want to be at that. I want to be at the first legit meeting that Ed Tarantino's in.
So I guess it's the 9th.
It's going to be the 9th.
We need to cover that. The Memorial Park Board, I served on that for a couple of years. That's going to be the biggest, most exciting thing. There's 2 spots. The spot I used to have that Landon Dean fills and Liz McDonald. Possible changes. Watching a video that was posted by Liz McDonald yesterday, it sounds like the commissioners are asking people to reapply, and it's an open seat. So
They should just
we
give it
also
to me.
got some business going down with Liberty Township here in Henry County.
So Liberty Township, they had an election. 2 of the seats for the township board were not applied for,
Correct.
or nobody ran for those offices. So the commissioners
There-
get to appoint people there.
Yeah, correct. It sounds like there is a Democrat that is interested. It'd be awesome if we could get a Republican, have a full tripartisan little township
everybody.
board.
Jamie
Yeah.
Owens just took office. She's the new township trustee in Liberty Township. So that's pretty cool. County Council has moved their meetings. They're now going to be on Thursdays in the evening. Finally, Chase, I think your money just fell out. All of your money. What happened, buddy? You got a hole in your pants?
I'll pick it up.
Or are you
later.
trying to convince somebody to reach down there?
You're
and see
a
what happens?
mess.
This feels like a trap.
Hey, I dropped my wallet.
baiting
Can you pick it up for me, Jared?
Baiting you.
There is still glitter all over this table to go.
It's gonna be a fun weekend.
3 weeks in. Oh, I can't wait.
That's your fault. So
Hey, Dakota, how many times do you think Jared's gonna puke in the street this weekend?
I'm going to give it just once.
What's the over under?
I'll take that.
I haven't puked
How
on
many?
the street since my bachelor
What's
party.
your bet?
Wow.
I'm betting one time he does.
I'm gonna say twice.
All right, Chase.
All right.
I'm gonna say
How much?
twice.
How much is the bet?
Chase-
I'm gonna say he dry heaves 3 times, and then he pukes twice.
Damn.
Oh wait, we're talking about total. I thought we were talking about puking incidents. Like I know that he's going to puke more than once if he starts puking.
Dakota's seen me do it before. It's not
Okay,
It's not one
I mean,
and done.
There's probably only going to be one incident.
Okay, yeah, I think it's only going to be one too.
But how many times, guys?
Well, there's no money on this. Yeah, how many times
okay.
am I going to go? And whose job is it going to be to watch me and hold me the whole time?
Four
goodness you
times.
have a wife.
Hold his hair.
4 times he pukes producing something, and 5 times he dry heaves.
Damn.
That's a lot. That's going to hurt. That is very aggressive.
I'll take the under.
You did more than that in
Rip to
Nashville.
your esophagus,
Okay,
dude.
don't pretend.
I did do more than that. Chase, take the over, and we'll split the money. You put some money on it. We will make this happen.
Vegas, dude. Damn.
Liam, I'm telling you what. My bachelor party, we had a Friday night. We had a good night, but a rough night. The next
Okay,
morning,
so here's what happened.
the next morning
Whenever
we get up for fried chicken.
The next morning, it's
Clears
2
his
o'clock in the
face.
afternoon.
Yeah. The day after the day after.
Yeah. We get up, we take an Uber ride, and it's like I'm like shaking baby. You put me in an Uber when I'm not feeling good. I got a migraine or I'm sick. I hold on as long as I can. I get out of that car. 15 seconds later, my friends are all lined up in line for Roscoe's Fried Chicken or whatever that was. I'm the 8th guy in line, and I can't find a bit of grass to puke
No,
in.
he doesn't make it to line. He just starts puking in the street, and we all pretend like we don't know him.
I'll never.
It's like Christ being denied. Nobody knew who I was.
I'll never.
Not a clue.
I'll never forget the girl
guy
behind
is
his face when you started puking. It was.
And we none of us even said anything. We were just watching like an
They just
amazing.
ignore me like
Nobody
they're
does that.
strangers on the street.
And
I just randomly got here. I'm the one guy.
I was standing next to Jeremiah's brother Danny, and Danny just starts like he didn't even start chuckling. He just let it loose, right? So he just and like is pointing, and then the whole group starts laughing.
Degrading.
And then
And then everybody in line is
I was
laughing.
going to say, did the
Jerry.
people in the restaurant see you, though? That's the real question.
No,
did.
the
It's
line
an
was too
open-
long. It was June. It was 95 degrees. We went across the street to the next bar and just drank and sat and
some
ate
hot
there.
vomit.
It was
I love it.
fantastic.
So and then
And
the
he
people-
didn't even clean up after.
Of course I didn't clean up. I was in no condition to be out, let alone clean up. And then, but it was in line. So then we look over and there's people standing in it, and I'm just,
Yeah.
you poor souls.
It was great.
It's Nashville. What do you expect?
Successful.
I'll never
bachelor
forget
party, though.
watching Jeremiah puke in the street all by himself.
Yeah, everybody just leaves.
I am so ready for Chase to ask
Sad
Katie
day.
to marry him tomorrow.
And he was
And-
puking with such force.
I was going to say, does he make
Jerry,
funny
you just
noises? Some
ruined
people are
it.
like,
oh, I ruined the
He
surprise.
was puking with
No, I
such
can't
force that
do
he
it.
couldn't keep his balance.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't keep my balance.
on the ground in his own puke.
He was stumbling, and
Jesus.
That was a rough morning for
At
both
least
of
you
us.
had people to make sure you didn't choke on it, man. You
So
know?
once again, we are doing the county government announcements. The county council will meet on Thursdays now at 6:00. Big victory for the show.
Paper toss.
Everybody's. That's it. That's that part. All right, we're at final thoughts. Chase,
What's on your mind? Whoa! No,
I-
I undid my mic, I think.
I have two.
you got
As
some
always,
you got some stuff.
I have some stuff. Did you
Oops,
guys
loose.
see the Kevin Spacey video he posted?
yes,
Yes,
how creepy.
I think Frank Underwood.
I really
posted
liked
that
it. I'm
video.
not
I heard
gonna
about
lie.
it. I didn't see it.
No,
though.
that was one of the most uncomfortable things.
I really liked it.
Did you guys all watch the House of Cards to know what he was doing?
To be honest,
He might
no.
be
Yes.
a terrible person, but
a great actor.
I
and you're all
love,
in.
I love him.
But what an actor!
Yeah.
I love House of Cards. So
House
I
of Cards
liked
is
it.
one of the best TV.
I didn't
shows.
watch the last season.
I've not. Also, I'm at the same point. I have not finished the last season either. I spent my New Year's like binging Netflix, but instead, poor Sarah. She's like going to win Wife of the Year. We watched like World War II documentaries.
We already,
It
we
was
already
World
knew
War
she was going to be
World
win
War-
Wife of the Year. I mean, she's
Yeah,
married to you.
2019, she's going to win. We literally spent the break watching World War II in color on Netflix, and then it's like, hey, you should watch Oliver Stone's thing. And I
No,
figured
so
out
that's a great series. World War II in color.
watched every
In
bit of it in
color.
like 2 days, and then we watched Oliver Stone's History of the
Dude,
World.
you already know what's going to happen at the end.
Yeah, it was like Revolution.
No
Revelation.
spoilers,
I
dude.
knew it was going to be okay.
Yeah, don't tell me how it ends.
I'll watch it, but yeah, don't tell me how it ends,
Yeah.
dude. I'll be pissed.
I bet it's not good for the Japanese. I'll tell you that. Chase,
I
we
heard
stole it
Hitler
from
made
you.
it to South America.
Yeah, that's where he's at. Yes, I've been watching Oliver Stone's thing. I think that's what happened.
Okay.
All right, so you enjoyed Frank Underwood and his video.
I really didn't
Before he
like
goes
it.
to
I know
jail.
he's a terrible person, but
That's so bad. You know what makes that so weird is that he was acting, but he wasn't acting.
I know it was.
That's
awesome.
what made it uncomfortable for me.
it was
Because
uncomfortable. But I loved the video.
I was like, "Ooh, wow! This is because he's basically telling you,
Yeah.
I did it, but what are you gonna do?" Like,
Did you see me?
I'm
die?
Kevin Spacey.
I just love his voice. I think that's what gets me.
That's all. That's all I'm here
It was
for.
bad.
That's the only voice I haven't done tonight.
The spacey voice.
Can you
The
do it?
Southern gentleman
Yeah.
talking about my plantation. That sounds like Elvis. That
pretty
doesn't
good.
sound.
Yeah, that
That's more of an Elvis voice.
So that's
than-
basically
yeah.
all I got. You know, I'm
I
pulling
can't do
for
a
you.
Jeff Sessions
man.
The
voice.
Southeastern Conference.
I hope you make it on MTV.
All the men in their
Thank
white
you,
polo
brother.
shirts.
If
Appreciate
you
it.
do, I'll watch you
Yeah, I
and put a
appreciate
good
it.
word out for me. I'd love to be on The Real World.
Or Jersey Shore season 3.
Or- Yeah,
coming down the pike.
Summit Shore featuring
Got you,
Chase
brother.
Yes.
I got you.
on the banks of Westwood.
Hey, man. No, thank you, dude. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Anything else?
Indiana, Kentucky Shore. There you
love
go.
to see it, dude.
All right.
Boom.
It's coming.
Liam, how do we
There.
follow you, man? You're on Instagram. You did a
Yes.
very seductive video from the classroom today at Louis Pooey.
Yes, y'all like that. Everywhere at Liam Pineiro, pretty much. LiamPineiro. And it's like me everywhere: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Tinder. Holla at me on Tinder. No, I'm playing.
Nope,
I'm
no,
playing.
you don't have anybody? Come on, man. I'm fat and ugly, and I found somebody.
Hey,
Surely you can do something.
Chase found an Ashley today.
Yeah.
I met my girlfriend off Tinder.
Yo, Ashley, if you're
did.
watching, holler at me. Chase has got a girl. I'm single over here. I'm ready to mingle, so holler at me. Not playing. But yeah, Liam Pineiro everywhere. Thanks for having me, fellas. I appreciate it. My first podcast.
I can't believe it.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for making the drive.
Hell yeah, no problem. I love driving.
All right. Final thoughts for Fluffy Guffey? Spangle named you that. I have to do it.
I know.
We're the stupid Boss Hog of Liberty. That's the name we got, and he called you Fluffy Guffey, so
Does
that's
the
what we have to
producer
do.
get final thoughts?
I feel like you should
He
at least
doesn't
have
even get to be on camera.
a quarter of a thought.
I forgot he was there.
He's 3/5.
It's perfect.
He's 3/5 of a...
Is that the world's heaviest pen?
You want-
I feel like that bad boy's going to bust through the table.
Nice. It's even got a stylus.
and
does.
Guffey has nothing.
Boss Hog of Liberty is going to the Fuel game at some point. We're going to take it.
We're going to go to the fuel game. I'll
Do
go
we
with you.
do we have an announcement about like an Instagram account? Maybe.
Maybe. I'm pretty sure I'm going to start one for us.
Are they too expensive? Does it cost too much money? You can't afford an Instagram
Dude, do you know how
account
much
for us?
time and investments in that? You already forced me to do this producer job. You forced me to wrestle Cade. What more do you want me to do?
I didn't force you to do anything. I'm just very seductive.
No, you just say, hey, you're going to be the producer of our show now.
He added you to the Boss
love
Hog.
it,
He added you to the Boss Hog of Liberty staff group chat and asked you there so that if you said no, then everyone would see it.
Exactly.
I have nothing against public shaming.
I'm all for it.
Forced friendship and public shaming. That's how life gets worked.
Before you could back out, before you saw it, I came over here the next day and set up your spot.
Exactly. It's like, oh, I guess I'm that guy now.
Liam, I literally met him in a park a year and a half ago. He's been in a hostage situation ever since.
Sure was.
He was homeless.
Friendship, dude.
All right, Dakota. What you got?
The boy.
Dakota, you got something.
Dakota.
Let us know what's on your mind, bud.
Liam, you do it really well. You do a good accent.
I'm a hack.
Thanks, bro.
We will update your pompadour.
It's
How,
looking good.
how tall is this thing
I
going
like
to get?
it.
Because
I
this
like
is
it.
this is obscene.
Well, actually, she cut it, so it's the same as it was last week.
Dakota going to be
It looks
6'5".
bigger.
Trimmed it. Well, that's because the side's finally grown out, so I don't have to comb it over. No,
how much product does that take?
not a lot. You'd be surprised.
And it bounces
I have
right
less
back, dude.
product in my hair now than what I ever did before.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
it's true.
So it's a cost saving maneuver. Are things okay? Is
not
Audrey
really.
treating you okay?
Yeah, well,
You used to pay anybody a visit? No, I'm done with the mafia.
Happy birthday to Audrey Joe P.V. Davis.
that's right.
Yeah.
When are you going to be an uncle, man? You got an announcement?
Not yet.
Ian, the baby daddy, said by 2020, he thinks.
Today was baby Brinley's due date, and she's not here yet. So
Oh my
That's
gosh!
rude.
It better not happen.
If she
this
ruins
weekend.
our weekend,
I was okay.
there is
so
going to be hell to pay.
Dude, that's rude.
so
She was
Liam,
supposed-
I was born on January 1st. My
Oh,
wife,
yeah, that's
my wife
true.
is born on January 3rd.
Dakota's an
So-
attention whore and wanted to be on the cover
Yeah,
of the
how you
paper.
feel about that?
So I really wanted baby Brinley to be born on January 2nd.
I
So
was
it would
literally
be
just
1,
about to
2,
say
3.
the second would have been perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. How awesome would that
That's
have
pretty
been?
selfish that she wasn't, honestly.
Yeah.
I'll give her a long talking
Kids
to
these
whenever
days
she
are
comes out.
becoming more and more entitled. And it really pisses me
She's
off.
probably already eating Tide Pods in the womb.
She's got a TikTok already when she comes out.
She's going to get, with my help, she'll have more followers than anybody.
Hell yeah, dude. You'd love to hear it.
You know what we should do this weekend?
Oh, God.
We should go with Jer and let him get his first tattoo.
Hey,
I agree. He said that after we had an episode surpass 1,000 downloads that he would do it. And that was like 6 months ago.
Hey, I got to
I
whore
feel
this
like-
one out. We got to whore this one out. I'm
feel
posting
like-
it everywhere.
I feel like I'd be cheating on Chad Rowe if I went up to Chicago and got a tattoo.
And see, he thought that
Chad's the official tattoo artist.
I think
of the
he'd
Boss Hog of Liberty.
understand.
is he?
he is.
He,
Probably.
if he's good enough,
Kyle Wardlow has done multiple tattoos between 2 staff members.
listen.
So what's up?
If
Yeah.
Always Tired can be put on
Kyle.
a guy by Chad.
If you ever listen to this,
He did that. He
Let's
did
follow.
that from Newcastle. He's the guy.
Damn.
He did that tattoo. If he can do that, he can do mine.
That's lit. I've never done one, but I'll do it. If
I don't have one yet, but we can.
No, I mean I'll give you yours if you want.
You want the Boss Hog of Liberty? We'll put it on you.
Yeah, right on the damn ham hock.
I want Jeremiah to get the Boss Hog of Liberty like right here.
5,000 downloads. You won't.
I've got 2 tattoos. I'll get the Speedway. The
You
wing
can
and
put it
wheels.
on the-
It's on my shirt. The Speedway. I want Alex Rossi. He's my white whale right now. I want the.
You gonna get
I want
it as a tramp stamp?
I'll get the IMS tramp stamp. I'll get it on the shoulder or something.
That
I'll
might be
show it off
enticing enough to get it. You know?
I'll show it off on maybe we'll have Rossi in that chair and we'll have Chad on this side doing
do
the
it
tattoos
live.
and doing the interviews.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll do it. I'm not
That'd
above
be
that,
great.
Liam.
Hey,
I'm
man.
a-
Ooh,
Hey,
we should have him come here and do it live.
That'd be great.
That would be awesome.
Jeremiah,
we
if
have
you-
to do
Oh,
this
God.
now.
If you get it on the back of your neck, you can always grow your hair out to cover it.
so I'm real hairy bastard. Huh?
Jared,
and then the Morrell family crest. All right. Anyway,
The mullet.
if you get one this weekend, I'll get something on my butt.
Oh no.
I'll get a purple heart on my butt.
this is Chase's way of showing off his ass. This is
Yeah,
I know
okay.
his.
I'll get
I
a
know
blue
his-
one.
I'll-
I'll
Chase
get
is
a blue
mating.
heart on my butt.
Chase is not gay Chase in the chat for a reason.
Guys, I have a girlfriend.
Of course you do. All right, Dakota, you have final thoughts?
That he refuses to propose to.
Maybe this weekend.
Just do it, bro. Cover up. Time is now. I feel good about you guys.
Katie Larson.
Will you marry me?
Will you do it on the show?
Sure.
That's what a girl's always dreamed of.
Yes.
At least let us live stream it. Like, she doesn't have to know we're there.
Okay.
I
We have to
hired a
live
photographer for my engagement. I had a photographer there. We'll live stream it.
I'll
She'll
let
be
you
happy.
guys be there.
She'll be happy for the video.
We'll record it in 4K, so we have really good quality pictures afterward. Too.
Lincoln Park Zoo Saturday. Let's do it. Right by the Rhino.
All right.
It's free.
Oh, by the lion enclosure, like where that
Yeah.
lady died.
So romantic.
All right.
Rip her on.
Anything
babe.
else, Dakota?
I have nothing except for thank you to our wonderful Patreon subscribers. We just recorded a little bonus portion of our show with Liam. And
You gotta love it.
And he was hilarious. He's
you.
great. That's something that we're going to keep going every week. Every week, the Patreon people will get a lot of our bonus talking with the guest every week. It's a great piece of bonus content
wanna
for
miss
Patreon
it.
people. And we have all kinds of new and updated tiers. Also, right now, if you sign up at $10, then you get a $25 perk, which is a handwritten postcard. Chris, you want to zoom in on this?
Does this mean you have work to do? Do I have to fill this out? We have to sign this tonight? Say thank you.
Well, they're all getting shipped out on January the 11th because the promotion ends on January the 10th.
Did you already buy the postage? It just went up. You screwed up.
Oh, dang it, did it really?
Damn it, Dakota. Yeah, it went up on the 31st.
Well,
We can't have
that
nice
stinks.
things.
What are you gonna do?
Ah, now we're
But
bankrupt.
That's the postcard. There's a nice note on the back, and all of us are going to give you a handwritten note. And it is a very high quality, glossy postcard. So it's not.
Thick.
So like it's something that you can
Thick.
keep. It's not a little throwaway piece of crap.
No
I
trash.
expect this to be on all of your fridges, and you can tag us in your Instagram with the new Instagram that Guffey's going to
Ooh,
run.
it's got my
That's
face
right.
on it.
It does
Yeah,
multiple
it's
times.
it's like Inception, man. We're on there so many times, it's ridiculous.
some of my favorite episodes from 2018 is how I picked
some
those.
of
photos.
your favorites.
Yep.
I noticed I was not in any of those pictures.
Well, it's
Chris.
because Guffey, you just decided you're going to start showing up and staying for the whole show like 3 weeks ago when we gave you a
Damn.
job. You would come by and you would loiter ahead of time, you take a picture, and you would leave. And now we've given you a job.
The slander.
I was only here for the internet.
Yeah, he's here for the 5G.
True.
Liam, I don't want to say Newcastle's the greatest city ever, but this studio has gigabit internet.
It's top 3 for sure.
Gigabit.
Yeah. Giga what? Hold on.
That's it. High speed. He'll be here all night now.
I gotta post something now.
All right, you got anything, Dakota?
I came here, speaking of the gigabit internet, shout out to Metronet, because I came here
Shouts out.
over the weekend and downloaded a video game on Audrey's computer because our internet at home was taking so long to do it. And it was literally going to be faster for me to drive into Newcastle,
And
sit
connect
here,
and do it.
and download it. Ridiculous.
Are you the reason why my seat was so damn low earlier? Did you drop me?
I'm sitting over there. I was
Hit
sitting
the
in,
slow low.
sitting in Liam's seat.
All right.
It is why there was a half-drink can of beer on the table, though.
Yeah, well, I figure Scott and Mike come around and just drink beer in here when we're not here. All All right, this has been fun. Thank you,
Yes.
everybody. We are going to have a show in Chicago. We're not going to have a show in Chicago. We're going to hang out in Chicago together. I'm sure
could.
there'll be a story or two.
Let's take the H6.
You bring it, I'll talk. All
right.
I got no problem. All right,
Just have fun, gentlemen.
we're going to have some fun up there. Guffey's going to watch my dogs.
Stay alive.
Poor Chris.
Sleep on your stomach or
You've
side.
exploited him.
I've totally used him. But I gave him a studio key to the studio today, so he's got that.
Hey!
He can get in
Tricked me into
He
it.
can get the back door anytime he wants.
Hey.
Watch your legs, Chris.
Bro, just sleep
You could
here,
get
dude.
wet.
Yeah, I fully expect him to build a futon in here and just move in.
Hell yeah.
So it's all
There's
good.
space above the bathroom.
Next week,
I'm just going to buy a cot.
Chris, now that he's on staff, he's trying to book guests like he's the thing. He's trying to get Travis
Hell
White. We don't know
yeah.
if it's going to work out or not, but maybe the new editor of the Career Times will be on. Maybe he won't. If it's not, it'll be guest. It'll be guest
The
list.
county
host
council
only.
meetings got us all screwy, man. Now
Yeah.
that they moved to 6 on a Thursday. They didn't think of us.
It's not even the right Thursday.
I talked to Chad.
I think they thought of us.
I
and they
talked
just
to
chose do
Chad,
it.
and I was like, Chad, why'd you move it to Thursday? He's like, that's the only day that was available. I
There's
was like,
7
but
days
you
in the
didn't
week.
think of the Boss Hog of Liberty. Yeah, bro, that's disrespectful. How are we supposed to?
We own the clock. We're a
F you,
podcast.
Chad.
We're a podcast.
We are the media.
We can go on the air anytime we want. All right. That's enough of this. Follow us at Boss Hog of Liberty on the Facebook. Check us out on Stitcher, iTunes, I don't know. SoundCloud, iHeartRadio. We're on every platform possible. Like us on YouTube. Follow Liam. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you guys. Appreciate
It's been
it.
fun. We'll have you back.
Yeah, for sure.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you for listening to the Boss Hog of Liberty, which is part of the We Are Libertarians Network. I am Chris Spangle, and I am the founder of this network, and I invite you to listen to all of our shows, which you can find at WeAreLibertarians.com or by searching for these in your podcatcher. The flagship show is the We Are Libertarians podcast, where we apply libertarian principles to current events. The Brian Nichols Show is a conversation amongst Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians, Independents, as they talk about what is happening in the news. And we have many other podcasts like The Chris Spangle Show, Upward, The Cost, Raw Audio Politics, Miranda's World, and Tad Talk, which is quite a ride. So check all of these out. Go to WeAreLibertarians.com and you can check out all of our great podcasts. Thanks for listening. Thank you for listening to the We Are Libertarians Network. Get our other shows at WeAreLibertarians.com.